Yep, that's me, in a world filled with only wild carchas. One of the fastest dinos you can encounter in-game. And one that deals a lot of damage. The goal is to be the Alpha Overseer. Hope you enjoy the video. Okay, here we go. The place is filled with carchas. My goal for now is to get some basic resources so I can start the challenge. Okay, I'm dead. Well, for now, here's a quick death montage. After some fun times with the carcass, my hopes went up when I didn't see any nearby. Well, not next to me at least. Managed to gather some basic resources and then got fucking slaughtered. You thought suffering ended? Here's another death montage. After a few more deaths, I managed to escape into the water and headed for Carno Island. When I arrived, I gathered some of the basic resources. Crafted a stone pickaxe, hatchet, a campfire, a bow, and some arrows. Placed a storage box down to store my items and had a brilliant idea. Since I couldn't kill a carca with a bow, I had to drown one. After missing a few shots, I finally hit the carca and... Please, please, please.
Do a flip!
From now on, I'm not gonna show all of the deaths. There's way too many of them. After some more fun times, I saw a blue beacon close by. Surely it won't be... Wow. Then I got fucking murdered. Then I freeze to death for fun. I throw some spears and get close to death. Then I got slaughtered. Oh my god, this is actual hell. After making it back, I see a carca that was fucking drowning. Get shit on. Get my stuff back, harvest the dead body, and get 228 hide. It took so many deaths just to get some hide, but you know what? I must admit something. I'm not even angry anymore. I bear no grudge against any carcass. It's just that my ARK world feels so so wonderful right now. Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the ascended one. I craft a raft, place it down, put a campfire and bed on it. Rafts are overpowered. Creatures don't aggro on it, unless you of course get off. I leave Carno Island and set sail for Herbivore Island. Look, it's Astroworld! Herbivore Island thankfully is empty, so I just gather some metal and place a forge down. While I was waiting for the metal to smelt, I shoved the rough stick up my ass for fun. Placed a smithy down, crafted a metal pickaxe so I can gather more metal. A blue beacon spawned next to me and it was... Next up, I want some crystal, so I'm gonna head for this place. Alright. When I arrived, the place was fucking guarded by an army. I began shooting them to drown them. I stored my stuff and went for it. Crouching around, I managed to climb the mountain, collect some crystal and metal. Parachuted my way down the mountain. I drowned all those f***ing carchas that were standing on top of my stuff. Got my stuff back, gathered some hide and oil, and headed to Carno Island to collect some beacon loot because it was the only place I could do it safely. I'm sure it goes without saying that I died a lot while gathering loot. But look at the resources. God damn. Placed a sign down that says subscribe. And went out looking for a high level carcha. After searching around and finding a lot of dogs, I found this. 33 points to melee. It's perfect.
I drowned all of its friends so I can manipulate it when it's all alone and make it mine.
Place down my trap. Then started shooting to lure it into the trap. Now let me explain a few things. In order to tame a carcha, you must drag corpses and feed it, but the player can drag a dead carcha. So you might be wondering, how am I gonna tame a carcha? With commands, there's no other way. Wait, don't click off the video yet. I spawn in a raptor, kill it and bring its corpse to the carcha, but the carcha doesn't seem interested. I relog. It's still not interested. I decide to change my plan and spawn Carnos to see if anything changes. Yep, still shows no interest. Go f yourself. Thank God for editing, because it took 3 hours for this guy to become friendly. I'm not mad, I love this creature, I'm not mad at all. Anyways, I shoot a wild carcha to kill it so I can tame this guy. Finally, my god! When I went back to the boat, I saw a red beacon nearby. It has an ascendant sandal for carchas, but it's surrounded by an army, so I just leave the place. And went looking for a low-level male carcha.
I drown all of his friends so I can manipulate him too. Drown even more of his friends.
And somehow he gets himself stuck. I spawn in a Karna. I feed him once, twice, thrice, done. No bullshit. Why was the other carcass so retarded? Killed the carca and tamed this guy easily. And headed back to Herbivore Island so I can start breeding. Come on, baby, give me the good stuff. Dude, useless. Fuck. Fucking hell. Finally, one with the good stats. Gathered some metal because I wanted to make some carcass saddles, but damn, they're expensive. Eventually, I had an army of them, named the one I was gonna use Leroy, and went to level up my creature. Now it's time to collect the first artifact, the artifact of the hunter. Look at this fucking laggy piece of place. I arrived at my destination, grabbed my decoys, and saw there's a billion carchas guarding the place, so I had to go around them. Got into a few fights, then decided to run into the forest, but it was so laggy I couldn't even move. I went back a little bit and decided to use my decoys. I'm such a dumbass. The decoys are babies. So I just made a run through the laggy forest. I enter the cave and see chaos inside. Start fighting, go down this hole and see 20 more carchas. My carcha was slowly dying. I started panicking. I get off, grappling to the ceiling, almost die in the process. Pull the carcha back, again almost dying. Shotgun to death a carcha. Started the fight with some carchas that were behind me. Ah, for fuck's sake, they got Leroy! And somehow I escape in a tiny hole. I gathered some metal because I had a great idea. I made some of that FMK paste, making babies grow up instantly. That makes my decoys useful. After killing all of the carchas in the cave, I go grab my first artifact. The entrance was blocked off by carchas. I throw out my carcha and start fighting, almost dying in the process. Yes! Then made a run for it towards the raft. It took all of this effort just to get an artifact. Back in Herbivore Island, I raised an army. No, an even bigger army. Oh, a melee mutation. And named the mutated one Lauren. Saw this weird blue light by Red Obelisk. Don't know what it is. Then headed out for the next artifact. First, I was gonna go for the artifact of the pack. Then immune, then clever. Afterwards for the strong, and lastly for the Skylord. Great plan, I'm sure it will work. Arrived at the entrance, went inside and saw a bottomless pit of hell. Threw 3 carchas out and they went to fight.
A great success!
Played Spider-Man for a bit around the carcass and grabbed the artifact of the pack. Then went for the artifact of the immune. Inside the cave, there weren't really any carchas. 3 gilly. A shield. Oh, an ascendant carcha saddle. That is fucking diabolical. Got the artifact and left the cave. Decided to test out my new saddle and I was taking barely any damage. Ho ho. Made my way around the redwoods. Parachuted through a really friendly river as you can see. And went for the artifact of the clever. Again, there were barely any creatures inside, so I just grabbed the artifact and leave. Next is the artifact of the strong. Inside the cave, hell itself. Even more hell. As I was fighting, I noticed my health was really low, and I had no way to replenish it, so I transferred all my items into the carcha and just accepted fate. Death. Respawned back in the boat, which is all the way over here. There's nothing I can do. I have no fur armor. I'll just die from the cold. As I was traveling, my character did this. When I arrived in the snow biome, I saw a blue beacon. It had 2 fur pieces, just what I needed.
A great success!
Another blue beacon spawned nearby which had fur leggings. Whew. I went back in the cave again. Thankfully, no creatures had respawned, so I just went back to my carcha, grabbed my stuff and continued on with the cave. Next was the artifact of the Skylord. Thankfully, this cave is really small, so no creatures had spawned. So I just yoinked the artifact and left. The artifact of the Brood was nearby, so I decided to go get it. It is an underwater cave, so no creatures spawn there. After making it back to the raft, I wanted to pay a visit to Carno Island, which has the artifact of the Devourer. Inside the cave was another bottomless hell hole. I dropped the carcha to try to pull the other assholes away, but it didn't work. So I just put all my stuff inside Laurey and grappled down to try and get the artifact. I don't know what I was thinking over here. I just log out, relog and just die. When I came back into the cave, I grabbed my stuff back and saw the cave was practically empty. Thank God. So, I just steal the artifact. Next up was another underwater cave. I'm just gonna skip to me grabbing the artifact. The last artifact is located in the lava cave. I parkour my way around the cave, avoiding all the other creatures, grab the artifact and leave. Now I have all the artifacts. I am inevitable. It was time to level up my boss army, so I just went grinding. Now you might be wondering, how am I gonna get the tributes? Well, commands. There's no other way, unfortunately. I place down my carcass and get ready for the boss fight. Teleport in and... Whoa!
Oh no!
I forgot to install the mod. Easy f***ing boss fight. Anyways, I summoned the boss again and we went to fight. I built a gravestone for Leroy to pay respects. I tried to find the first carcha item in this challenge so I could
Murder it.
It took 3 hours to tame this piece of I wanted revenge, so I just killed one of its descendants. Last boss and last challenge is the Overseer. Let's go. I parachuted down this hole to get away from all the other creatures. And silently parachute on my way above this carcha because I do not want to get bitten by that. Jesus. Here we are at the end of this challenge. Overseer, you're going down today. But first, blast the music. I truly am the Ascended One.